Vice President Shettima has justified the 15 billion budgeted for his official residence since Mr. Obi suffering from post-election trauma. You see them? Okay, all of us Shettima supporters and APC supporters. So do you think building 15 billion naira house for this man is justifiable that somebody is suffering from election trauma? You see them? See, they don't get your interest at heart. And these are the people who are telling you to sacrifice. They are telling you before Nigeria will be better in 15 months' time, which of course they are just using it down to buy time. Vice President Shettima has responded to recent criticism from Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election. Stanley Okocha, the spokesman for Vice President Shettima, addressed Obi's remarks defending the administration decision to spend 15 billion naira to renovate his boss residences in Lagos and Abuja. You see them? In a statement released on behalf of Vice President Shettima, Okocha responded to Obi's comments, denouncing what he termed as a series of misguided attacks and falsehood directed at the administration led by Tinubu. Okocha challenged the criticism leveled by Obi, citing the allocation of funds for the renovation of the Vice President's official residence by the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. He clarified that the project was initiated and funded during the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan and was later renewed by the current FCT Minister Nyesom Wike due to its long-standing abandonment. Why Buhari no drum? The spokesman defended the decision to resume the project, emphasizing the administration's commitment to completing long-abandoned public projects across the nation. A stance he suggested was in contrast to Obi's past directives as governor of Anambra State. Okocha also disputed Obi's comparison between the allocated budget for the vice president's residence and salaries paid to university professors, asserting that the administration prioritizes the welfare of educators and educational infrastructure despite challenging economic conditions. Okocha further accused Obi of post-election trauma and divisive rhetoric, urging him and others in opposition to accept defeat gracefully and prioritize Nigeria's interests. Do you really agree, Tinubu supporters? Do you really agree with what this guy is saying? 15 billion naira for official quarters being justified? Hey, what happened to the previous one occupied by your predecessor? Were you living in the bush before you grabbed the VP position with your principal? I know they see all these people for here, all these Milokon, all of them, you see, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Nigeria is dead and buried. Now, wow, unfortunate that this type of comment is coming from somebody of your caliber. 15 billion for a VP residence. Tinubu will be 30 billion in a dead and hungry economy. Child, God help us. This is how they share the oil subsidy. Nigeria is a scam of a country. Whenever the supporters of this aberration called governments mention the country moving forward, they are actually talking about stealing money into their own pocket. Moving forward to where? Nigeria just enter one chance. You left subject matter and busy attacking Obi. Yes, now I'm saying I begin to see some of them now. They are not supporting Obi now. Say, what Obi talk now true. Say now because he suffer for election trauma. Hell, now wow. How can you budget 15 billion naira just to renovate two residences for a vice president when you have 5 billion naira for millions of students? Do you have sense at all? And you are here trying to defend this. You should be stoned. Coming from Boko Haram member, what do you expect? No problem at all. The sun shines on those who kneel before it and those who stand before it. What goes up must surely come down. Life is not permanent. Death does not even know the king. What happened to Professor Yemi Oshibaju's residence? The question where everybody they ask, so do you know our existence does not even end in death? This country is finished. Mr. Okocha, is the federal government proposing 15 billion naira for the said renovation or not? How is wasting our scarce resources beneficial to us? Can you see? Posterity will judge you for lying and deceiving us. Nigeria VP live in jungle before that make his boss help him steal public funds. Go build him Niger. Hello. I agree with the VP that Peter Obi is suffering from post-election trauma. Obi is nothing but an irritant. Can you imagine? Irritant. The defense of the administration to spend 15 billion on renovation of vice president's official building is untenable and irrational. Obi's criticism is timely, genuine and cogent. No reasonable government will spend money frivolously when our citizens are struggling to have a meal. Even if they are not struggling to have a meal, why should he? The person that was there before, where did he stay? They will make this country dry the first 4 years. Do you know how many low-cost houses 15 billion naira could have been built for use for the poor people? We are not ashamed to say this when millions of Nigerians are dying of hunger. You have chosen comfort at the expense of the poor masses. Carry on. You cannot abuse Obio and give him names, but truth remains the truth. You even know how much of the money will enter private pockets. Leaders are meant to live sacrificial life, but the opposite is the case in this our Obodo Nigeria.